And now continuing to walk down the aisles of the Virtual Sports Expo here on West Bremer Radio, we've come across the City Cave stall and we've got Kathy Rees in the studio. Hello.
Hey Bradley, how are you?
Doing really well. Now, I must say we're masked up because just to protect ourselves and everything like that. So tell us a little bit about how City Cave can assist with recovery for sports people.
Yeah, sure. So Bradley, we've got massage therapy, we've got float therapy and infrared sauna therapy as well. All three of those modalities are absolutely fantastic to help people really reach their full potential. Obviously, if people are training hard and playing hard, the bodies will take a little bit of a battering. With the float therapy itself, you're floating in 400 kilos of magnesium sulfate. Your magnesium's a natural anti-inflammatory and a natural muscle relaxant. So an hour in the float pool will certainly help you get back onto the court or the field or back into the gym a lot quicker. With our different massage therapists, we've got remedial massage therapy, and our remedial massage therapists are absolutely wonderful at really treating any areas that are particularly sore, so tennis elbow, frozen shoulder, that sort of thing. Or if you're after sort of a more well-rounded recovery process, a full-body deep tissue massage is also amazing, just to sort of work through any of those aches and pains and get some of that lactic acid sort of moving through the lymphatic system and out of the body.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of what City Cave Ipswich and Springfield do, is there any organisations you guys work with in terms of getting athletes back up to full potential again?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a famous female football player who hails from Ipswich. I'm sure everyone knows who we're talking about. She's a very frequent visitor to City Cave, particularly during season and when training sort of kicks off. We also look after a number of local professional boxers as well, and also our local Jets Leagues club, so the footballers and the netballers there as well, just to name a few.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell me a little bit about you. How did you get into City Cave and build this? You've got 2 stores now across the Ipswich region.
Yeah, well, look, I've been floating for myself personally for about 8 years now. Absolutely love floating. I actually got into floating because I suffer from fibromyalgia myself. So again, full of aches and pains all the time. And I found that float therapy for me was just an amazing way to, I guess, keep moving, keep being able to sort of function in my day to day without relying completely on, our big pharma friends. So it's a natural way of sort of getting some of that pain relief and mobility back into my body. And it's also amazing for stress relief and focus and clarity as well, particularly with floating, because you're actually disconnecting the brain and you're essentially giving your brain time to sort of defrag and come out of that float, and you're just feeling sort of spot on mentally and a whole lot better physically as well.
Yeah. Is there any special offers you guys have on at the moment?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got our floating intro pack, which is 3 floats for $149. So you're essentially getting your 3rd float for free. So that's a really good way of sort of starting off your float practice. At City Cave as well, we also offer a membership program. It's called our Cave Club membership. It's really easy to join, no sort of, hidden nasties in the fine print, and that essentially offers all of our Cave Club members discounts, both with the massage, infrared, and of course our float therapy as well.
And do you feel floating is starting to take off here in Australia?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, floating's been around since the 1950s. It has been used here in Australia since about the 1980s. So the Australian Institute of Sport, for one, a couple of the ADF bases and things actually have their own float devices on site. In terms of being commercialised here in Australia, it's really started to take off in the last 5 years and sort of opening up to the general populace, particularly at City Cave, because we don't have those enclosed pods and tanks that some people will sort of associate floating with. So we've tried to sort of, by using the open pool, sort of trying to open up floating to everybody. So whether you're a little bit injured and can't sort of climb up into a pod, it's actually easier to get into one of our float pools than it is, say, your own bath at home.
So Kathy, if anyone wants to get involved and coming to City Cave, how do we get in?
Well, we're open till 9 o'clock every night, 7 days of the week. So we try and be open essentially when our clients need us. People can make an appointment by either giving us a call or on our website at citycave.com.au. You can book online there. Or we're also obviously on Instagram and Facebook, and we're very responsive to our messages there. So more than happy to help out with any inquiries at all.
Okay, so citycave.com.au?
That's the one.
Fantastic. All right, jump on to citycave.com.au and take advantage of that float special as well. We'll be back walking through the Virtual Sports Expo in a moment. Thanks so much, Kathy.
Thanks, Bradley.